welcome back on this Friday. Good to have you with us here in Q13 Fox News this morning. You know, a lot of us find ourselves getting so busy that we let our relationships suffer because of it.
And joining us this morning with the 6 things we can all be doing right now to make our relationships stronger is Mayumi Muller, founder of MakeItAGreatDate.com. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
So before we get into the 6 things, just really quickly, with all the stress of our lives, why is it so important that we make this more of a focus, do you think?
It's a stressful time right now. If you have children, they're going back to school, nieces and nephews. I know that my kids are starting all of their sports. I think that we think everything else is a priority: work, kids, friends. Everyone's pulling us in different directions, but we have to get back to what started the whole concept, right? Which was the relationship, him and her, right? So take time, step back and say, you know what? Maybe I don't have to do that right this moment. I want to spend time with my partner, my husband, my wife, my boyfriend, my girlfriend. 30 minutes, 1 hour, just make it that special time.
I mean, one of the things you say, if you're starting out on the 6 things, and a lot of times you hear this in a relationship, oh, he or she just takes me for granted or whatever.
Yes.
Make your partner a priority.
Yes, and you know, it's funny because I have to reflect to what happened a couple weeks ago. We had a friend of ours text us a picture, my husband and he and I had a brief second where we just looked at our cell phones. We were both text messaging and looking at our cell phones, and he took a picture of us on our phones, and he sent it to us and said, "What a great way to have a wonderful marriage." And I said, wow, look at, we don't even realize how often we check our phone, do this, and we're so distracted. So I would say, when you're with your partner and you have a special event or something that's important to you, put the phone away. Don't answer that phone. Don't shoot that text. It can wait. Focus on your partner and make them a priority.
And you even suggest leaving love notes. That's interesting.
I love love notes. Okay, so I know that I have to go into what social media and everything, right? So you can post something on Facebook. People love that. But I'm old school. I love getting a card or a Post-it note on my mirror. My husband loves giving me cards, and so he'll get me cute cards that he's read, and then he'll give them to me, hide them here. It's important to let your partner know, hey, you know, I'm thinking about you. You can shoot a quick text. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about you. I love you. Make it a great day.
And that's something, the little things there that mean a lot, that go a long way, you're talking about. And the other thing you're talking about, too, is, you know, not just partners, or be a friend.
Yes, so important to be a friend. Just take time, and just like if you're hanging out with your boyfriends or your girlfriends, well, I guess I shouldn't say boyfriend, your guy friends, make your partner that person that you want to go out with. In fact, my husband and I were having coffee this morning. We were just talking about it. We work together, we live together, we have families, and you know, we are good friends. And when I'm excited about something, I want to tell him, you know, hey, you know what, I had this going on today, or can you help me out with this? Just like if I was going to pick up the phone and call my girlfriend, my husband's going to be the person that I call first.
And it's important to appreciate and acknowledge the accomplishments of each other, which we probably forget to do.
We forget to do that. I know I've been married before, and other people, you know, have been married and had other relationships, and I think that's something that we forget. We're so in tune to ourselves, and so if you even are a housewife, which I was for 10 years, you know, it's so rewarding for us to hear when our husband comes home, hey, you know what, honey, you did a great job today. Not, so what was the Oprah segment on today?
Oh, geez.
You know, so it's really important to acknowledge your partner's accomplishments. Sales. Wow, honey, I know that, you know, I got an email saying that you received X amount in sales. Even if they're an executive, people really want to hear that from their partner.
And the other thing you're talking about is plan on going on date night. You know, my wife and I would do that, but now that we have a child, it's so much tougher to do that, and if you're mom or dad, but you really got to make time to go plan on having a date night.
You have to schedule date night. That is, you know, you hear that all the time, even before you got married, from couples that were older, that have been married for a long time. You know, I'm guilty of, with my first marriage, not doing that, because with the kids and your dogs and activities, you don't make the time to do that because you have so many little ones pulling you in different directions. But what started the whole family, right? What started the whole legacy was you and your partner. So make that time, schedule it, don't deviate, don't change plans, and do it every month.
And very quickly, you say never go to bed angry.
Never go to bed angry. I'm sure sometimes you won't have the opportunity to resolve the conflict, but try to get as close to it as possible and don't go to bed angry. You want to have a good night's sleep, and you can revisit it in the morning.
That's very good advice. Great advice. Mayumi Muller, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, guys.
Great
Love being
information.
here.
Well, for more information, check out makeitagreatdate.com.
Yeah, it's a pretty good weekend for some date nights. Let's check in with MJ.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a good snuggle up with a movie kind of weekend, although you can get outside. The weather's going to be fine for that. We've had some rain.